Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? It's the Double Chen Show again.
That time of the week, Double Chen Show.
So that time of the, almost daily now.
Oh, almost daily, guys.
It's kind of crazy, huh?
Yeah. Guys, keep sending in your comments, topics, because we actually use them.
Yep. This is a topic that Dan's really passionate about. You want to tell him, Dan?
Yeah. I want to talk about getting older. You know, I contrary to a lot of people, I love getting older, okay? I'm 31 this year, for those of you guys that know, and I find myself just like getting into my prime just now, you know, for a lot of things, like across the board. One is, if you guys watch us a lot, we talk about how as you get older, things don't matter, like what other people think of you. And I don't mean that as a way of like, oh, I don't care, I'll do whatever I want. I just mean that I'm so much more comfortable with myself at age 31 than I was at even 25 that, you know, I don't care about what other people think of me because I'm more comfortable, I'm much more confident, I know where I'm going in life, I know what I want to do, I know who I want to be, you know, and so that brings me great pleasure. And I think that only comes with time and experience, making mistakes, you know, like going through life.
Is there something that you don't enjoy?
Yeah, there's a lot of things I don't enjoy. Well, let me tell you a few more things I do enjoy.
Okay.
So definitely like being much more confident is one of them. I'm never stopping learning. I'm always learning, even at my daily job, doing this with you. You know, we learn about our industry. I learn about my day job industry. I love learning. So the older you are, the more stuff you learn. Love that. People take me more seriously now. You know, like even though I'm a huge goofball in my daily life, you know, during my day job and my work, you know, I kind of transform into somebody that's not a huge goofball. And people take me seriously. You know, after work, people don't take me seriously. So I love getting older. I love all the things that come with it. You know, things that I don't like, definitely I noticed, I look pretty young, but I noticed that I can't eat I cannot eat like I used to, all right? I can't eat whatever I want anymore. My body doesn't react. I can't get like 3 hours of sleep and pop up the next day and go to class and go to work. I definitely noticed a slowdown in my metabolism. Definitely like I worry about these things I don't look to. I think about face creams and stuff. I think about how to prolong my agelessness, you know? I would have never thought about those things at age 25, 23. Okay. I would eat stuff at 2 in the morning. I would like put crap in my body. Now I actually, I definitely watch what I eat. I try to eat a lot of organic things because a lot of stuff we eat are GMO, genetically modified. And I try to get some exercise. Don't laugh, all right? I try to get some exercise. You know, I try to do a lot of things that are gonna keep me healthy for the rest of my life.
Sure.
And I don't abuse my body anymore.
Right.
And I notice when I don't get enough sleep the next day, like I notice it.
I'm 33.
Yeah.
And the part that I enjoy more about getting older is the fact that as you grow, you just get wiser. Like you can't get dumber, right? I don't know. Do people get dumber as they grow older?
Some people do.
I feel like I'm able to retain a lot of the things I've learned in my life. I don't think we're able to do this show if we weren't at a certain stage in our lives where we can actually talk about life experience.
Right.
I mean, if we were both straight out of college, we don't know much about.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if we can really. You know,
our show would be much different. You know, we'd be talking about more goofy things.
Right.
It'd just be a way different show.
Right. So I definitely enjoyed that part of my life. I enjoyed the freedom I have now that I didn't have before. Financial freedom, obviously.
Right.
Freedom to do whatever you want.
Exactly.
And actually
you still have responsibilities.
You have responsibilities, but it's also exciting because this is the time of your life when you're entering into a whole new era, right?
Absolutely.
Your early 30s, this is like in New York, we're still considered like super young,
super
early
young
30s.
In New York. Super young.
So we're trying to get into like I remember like when I first came to New York in my early 20s.
Yeah.
And I was in a fairly high management position in my company when I was in my early 20s, and everybody who I dealt with was like 40 something. And nobody, like you said, nobody took me seriously.
Right.
Like, what's this little kid doing here? I remember I had a lunch meeting with the CEO of QVC at the Harvard Club when I was 26.
Dang.
And they're looking at me like,
who are you? What are you doing
what's going on with you?
Yeah.
But anyway, so I do enjoy like being in a stage of my life when people, they look at you and they don't think, oh, this is a goofy little kid.
Right.
Although sometimes I dress like a goofy little kid. But there are parts I don't like. In college, I used to go out at 3 a.m, and this is my ritual at 3 a.m. on a Friday night, okay?
Pizza?
No. I go into this grease pit in our college called Pancake City. In Missouri. It's a grease pit.
Sounds so good.
So what I would get, this is what I get at 3 o'clock in the morning. My usual is a bacon chicken sandwich.
Okay. Fried chicken, right?
No.
It was grilled?
It was grilled, but it's bacon. It's the works.
Like
it's really nice. Dude, I didn't order it because it was healthy. I ordered it because it was good. Extra bacon.
Of course.
Curly fries.
Yeah, nice.
And a 32-ounce root beer float.
Dude, let's go get some right now after this.
It's like 3 a.m, that's my ritual in college. Now,
dude, you know what I would eat 3 in the morning?
I'm eating at like Whole Foods.
Yeah, dude. I would eat, I was in Boston, and Boston has great subs, or grinders as they call them. I would pound like a foot-long steak and cheese with onions and peppers, put extra mayonnaise, 3 in the morning. I loved it. And then, choke down like a root beer. And then you just like go to bed.
Yeah. The next day you're like, oh, six-pack still here, stomach still flat, pretty good. Now just like, if you eat like an M&M, it's just like,
you're like,
I'm missing a pack.
Sticking out. Yeah. But you know the thing is, I also liked, as you get older, you develop more willpower. You can consciously make decisions. You can say, hey, I'm addicted to this, therefore I will quit doing this. Or, hey, maybe I shouldn't do that, and I will not do that. When you're little, you have no willpower. I'm sorry, I had no willpower when I was little. Also
in this day and age, I feel like it's really good to be able to like also be grounded to what things used to be like.
Yep.
I feel like that's really important because I'm really glad that I was able to experience what it was like to grow up in the 90s.
Yeah.
Because I really feel like back then, it's a whole, you guys who are much younger than us, it's hard to explain it to you, but it was basically a different world.
It was a different world. And actually, that's an episode I want to do for next time, what we missed from our childhood, namely the 90s.
Yeah.
Because I do believe that the 90s was the last great decade. But anyways, we'll save that for next time.
Right. Yeah. So, but I feel like, being part of that, I was able to, bring a lot of that to the person I am today.
Definitely. And like you said, excitement is in the air. Like a lot of people look at getting older as not good, and they're in basically, like, let's say they have a job, they have a family, and they're like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. But we're at the stage where we're just getting into what we're doing, and we're young enough where we're not gonna be phased out because of technology and innovation. And luckily we're Asian, we don't age as quickly as other people. And also, like you and I joke that, I don't work out as much as you do, but for normal people, we definitely do more than normal people.
Right.
And also we keep ourselves fit. We do Chinese Qigong meditation, and that definitely keeps us going. And, I'm, like you said, I'm excited, like I'm in this stage, and then when we're 35, 40, that's a whole nother stage. Yeah.
I'm actually kind of freaking out about that a little bit.
Dude, you're only in your early 30s, man.
But guys, those of you who are, I remember when I was in my early 20s, I'm like, oh my God, 30 is crazy. Don't be afraid, guys. Yeah. Once you get here, it's not going to feel much different.
Right.
It really doesn't feel, like when you turn 30, it doesn't, like some people, it's the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. You'll be fine. You'll be able to really put a lot of foundation into your growth and really feel like you know so much more as you continue to grow older. So don't be afraid to get older.
Definitely. All right, guys, let us know what you like about getting older, whichever stage of life you're at, whether you're now going to high school or college, or if you're our age, or if you're older than us.
Yeah.
And if you are older than us, let us know what kind of things that we would be looking forward to when we're 40.
Exactly. All right, guys, for this episode's advice segment, we're going to be talking about how to handle rejections.
And we mean rejection with...
rejections come in a lot of forms, right? There's rejections from relationships, rejections from careers, jobs, rejections in everyday life. I mean, but when it comes down to it, they're all rejections, right? They all make you feel like poo.
And it could be really tough. Some rejection, and I think it really depends on what stage of your life, because earlier on, rejection can actually really shape who you are, because those things weigh more. And then when you're older, they barely weigh anything.
Right.
You're just so used to it by then, because you know that it's not the end of the world.
Right.
Like, for example, if you're a teen and you get rejected by the girl of your dreams, you might go home and cry.
Oh, more than that, you might think your life is over.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh my gosh, she said no. Never happened to me, by the way.
I can't ever go back to school and see her again. My life, people think less of me, whatever.
And then when you're like our age, it's like, oh, you don't want to date me? Okay.
No big deal.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, here's the reason why we chose this advice topic as well. A lot of people go through life, and we did, or at least I did, fearing rejection.
Yeah.
And that is a really, really tough way to live your life.
Yeah, definitely. And the sooner, and everybody does this, we do this. There's no way you're not going to feel rejection, but the sooner you can overcome it, the better you are off down the road.
Right.
And for me at least, I started getting over the fear of rejection in my early 20s. Okay, because in high school I had a lot of fear of rejection. I didn't like to ask people out, because I didn't want to get rejected. I didn't want to take chances because I didn't want to get rejected. And then when I got to college, I still had the fear, but I kind of tried to overcome it. And for you talked about how before maybe one fear was getting to know other people. You were more introverted. I didn't have that fear. I just didn't want to get rejected by women and by society and jobs.
Right. I think we have a lot of younger viewers out there who are in maybe high school or college, and I can tell you right now, your biggest fear right now is still probably rejection from relationships or
relationships,
love. Yeah. And a lot of you guys or gals who are in high school right now, you probably have a crush. Everyone's had this. You had a crush where you just cannot go and tell her or him because you fear rejection, and you fear in your mind. Here's the thing, your mind plays tricks on you. It really does, because your mind makes you feel like if this rejection happens, life as we know it will end. I'm telling you right now, it will not.
Well, let me ask you though too, does it get easier as you grow? I mean, with the relationship thing, as you get older, it's still tough though.
It's tough, but it's not nearly as tough.
Right. But it's still tough.
It's okay. I'm not gonna lie. It's still tough. Even right now, let's say I like somebody. Yeah, there's still a chance that I get rejected and I look like a moron, and it feels bad.
Right.
But here now, it's more like situational for me than before. Before, it was like, all right, I can't go up to this random person that I saw that tell her she's really pretty, because oh my God, what's she gonna do? Kill you?
Yeah.
You could die? No, you can't die. So now it's more like okay, professionalism. I can't ask her out because she and I work together. That might be complicated. That's not like, oh, I'm fearing rejection. I'm fearing complexity. But
we also fear that you're gonna get rejected, though, right? Yeah.
Much less than it was before. Much less than it was before.
But it's still there.
Now, okay, going up to a girl randomly that you feel and paying her a compliment was something I would never do before.
Right.
And now I would do it. I don't know, whatever. I see a girl, I'm like, okay,
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Would you, let's say you're out in New York City and you bump into a girl, she drops something, you pick it up. There's a conversation. She's very attractive. Would you ask her out right then and there?
No.
Why?
Because my policy is always, I want to date somebody I've been friends with. That's a policy. I stick with that.
It's not because you're afraid of getting rejected?
No, it's not. Because here's the thing. That's like the least fear you should have of being rejected.
I know, I'm just
saying. You'll never see the
know.
person again in your life.
Right.
What's it hurt?
Okay, because here's the thing though, in reality, for someone, the relationship thing, that can carry through. If you don't tackle that, that's going to carry through your whole life.
Yeah, and that's true. And guys, here, let's put a challenge out there. Those of you right now who have a crush on somebody, okay, you know who you are out there. Yeah, you do. We challenge you.
Yeah.
Ask them out.
Yeah, ask them out.
Take action.
Yeah.
And let us know how it went. Because I promise you guys, you will not die. The earth will continue to spin.
And I mean, and definitely as you get older, besides the rejection thing, like for example, a lot of my friends are actors, so they're getting, if you're an actor, if you're an athlete, if you're somebody that is a singer or a musician, you're gonna face so much more rejection than other people, because like for us, okay, when we don't get into the college of our dreams or whatever, yeah, it hurts, but you're gonna go to college. You know, if you don't get that position, well, hey, that's life. You're gonna look for, you know, for musicians and for actors, it's definitely harder.
Well, I think like this is like a principle, life principle, I think that most people should understand is that when you fear rejection, it really plays out in your daily life. Like whether you get that next promotion or not, you don't ask because what if you don't? What if you get rejected? Are you gonna get that? Are you gonna get that raise? Are you going to be able to even do something as simple as get a better deal?
Right.
On a car.
Right.
Like simple things. These are all rooted in your fear of rejection.
And I'll add to that too. A lot of times there's fear of rejection from your parents and your friends and your loved ones. So in other words, sometimes you're afraid to tell them something, or sometimes you're afraid to ask them something, to do something to stop doing something that bothers you, or you're afraid to say no.
Yep.
That's actually all lumped into fear of rejection.
Right.
Because you fear that if you say no to that person, or you point something out, either for your benefit or theirs, that they might have a bad opinion of you.
Yeah, they might not like me anymore.
They might, yeah. Or my parents are gonna disown me or whatever. That's also fear of rejection. You know, and it's so different. That's like a completely different kind. And those things, I would say the stuff with dating is like, you know what, at some point, get over it. But with that stuff, that could be lifelong. And that's much more deeply rooted. And stuff like that, I would say, if there's something that you're afraid of, if you're afraid a friend is not gonna be friends with you and there's something that you need to tell them, maybe they're not great friends with you in the first place. You know?
Right.
You should tell them.
Yeah. So guys, really try to put yourself out there and try to work this out of your system.
Right.
It's never going to completely go away.
Right.
You're always going to, you're always going to have that little 1, 2, 3, maybe 10, 20% in the back of your mind that's always going to feel a little uncomfortable, awkward. And that's what I think that you're really good at. Mm-hmm. You really basically you're thick-skinned.
Yeah.
You don't really give a crap about like rejection stuff. You just go to random people. I mean, I've seen you do some crazy stuff that I wouldn't do. Yeah. Like you'll ask people for stuff like I would never bother for.
But you know, also like this is what I love, right? Right when that point of you're about to do something, the rejection, the fear is at its most, right? Right when you're about to ask them out, or right when you're about to tell them. And when you do that, the best thing that can happen is you get rejected. Because here's why. When you're young, like that stuff will teach you. So what mostly is you'll be like, wow, I got rejected. My worst nightmare is not really that bad. And then as you get older, you're just like, you know what? Okay, that you grow from that. So I like that.
Okay, guys. All right. So let us know if you're able to put yourself out there and let us know how it went.
Yep.
Now it's time for our rapid fire segment.
All right. So would you take Malaysian Airlines if somebody gave you a ticket for free?
Yes.
Seriously?
Why not?
Because it's Malaysia Airlines.
So what?
Because two major accidents happened in the last year.
What are the odds that 3 major accidents happen?
Pretty good.
No, they got their.
That people aren't taking Malaysia Airlines.
I get that, but the accidents have already happened. The statistics of another one happening is basically impossible.
So if somebody was like, hey, you can get a ticket to Asia right now for like $10, you do it?
Yeah.
But it's Malaysia Airlines.
Fine.
I wouldn't do it.
I do it.
But most people aren't doing this.
Bump me up to first class for another $10.
You would do it.
I would do it.
You're crazy.
I'll fly tomorrow. I'm gonna go. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go see what vacation spots they fly to.
Here's the funny thing.
Tomorrow, and I'm gonna see if the flights are that cheap.
They are. And here's the thing, right? After it crashed the first time, people thought just like you. What's the chances of happening again? Well, it happened again.
Okay, what are the chances of it happening a third time?
Dude,
it's just not gonna happen.
I mean, I hope nothing happens, but
it's not gonna happen.
You're crazy.
Whatever. My question to you is this. Would you have a problem going on vacation, let's say somewhere far away for like a long time, alone? Go.
Nah, I wouldn't. Okay, this is granted that my girlfriend doesn't mind.
Okay, let's say your girlfriend's out of the picture. Okay. She got hit by a car, sorry.
No, let's just say she doesn't care.
Right.
All right.
Would you travel alone? Because a lot of people fear that.
I would love to. Because that's something I want to do. I want to go alone. let's say anywhere. Just not like to like Antarctica.
Would you travel alone, let's say, to the jungle?
No, I hate the jungle. I hate the jungle. I will not go to the jungle. I will go to Alaska.
What about our friend just got back from a safari? Would you do that?
I would totally do that.
So you will have to eat at restaurants alone. You have to do everything alone. You okay with that?
Yeah, I'm totally okay with that. I'm totally okay, just not the jungle. I have a fear of ocean and jungle.
Would you take a cruise alone?
Yeah, I would take a cruise along. No, I'm saying ocean, like me in the middle of the ocean on a small little boat. Can't do that. But on a cruise, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Would you ever get the iWatch?
No, that's a piece of crap.
Yeah, me neither.
Like, first of all, who wears watches anymore?
Dude, seriously. Okay, my girlfriend asked me that today, and I said, heck no. And she was like, why? It's so cool. I'm like,
what do you do with it?
Here's what I want to do with a watch, right? This is the only thing. Check this out. Look at the time. That's it. I told her, I was like, I don't want to wear something where I need to be doing this. I think it's the dumbest thing ever.
Also, like, it's like supposed to be like some kind of health monitor thing. Like,
screw that. Look,
you know what?
We're not living in 2175 yet, okay?
Did we come full circle between like watch and then no watch and then back to watch?
Right.
Like, make up your mind.
I actually feel very strongly that I think the iWatch is the dumbest invention. It's gonna be dumb, like dumb as in like, I don't think it's gonna be useless, but I love watch for what it is. It's a timeless, it's a classic timepiece on your hand. Also, don't give me some gadget on my hand.
I heard you send your heartbeat to people or heart rate. Like, why would I? Like, here, look, my heart rate's beating at normal.
You know what I could see that being useful in, right?
What?
If you just meet a girl and you think she's attractive and you can be like, hey,
whatever.
look, my heart rate is going up.
So stupid. If you could solve any conspiracy war mystery in the whole world, which one would it be? Go.
9/11.
Really?
Yep. I don't care who shot Lincoln, who shot Martin Luther King. I want to know who really took out the two towers, because I've watched so many conspiracy theory documentaries about. I was actually thinking about it today. A lot of the conspiracy theory movies on Netflix basically said that planes didn't take them out. They were explosives, controlled demolition.
Our friends say that too. Our engineering friend says that too.
Absolutely. Everyone in the world who like is not in denial looks at the tape and goes, that's controlled demolition. That's almost a fact now. But here's the question. Who? This is what I want to know. I want to know who. That's all I want to know. Okay? And even today, I read something where there was a guy who was saying that his dad, a journalist from the Boston Globe, said that his dad was in one of the planes that flew into the building. Well, one of the documentaries I watched, dang it, was saying that none of those were passenger planes. They were actually cargo planes. So I'm thinking, does the conspiracy conspire so far to even make up people that have been on a plane? I want to know who called the controlled demolition, and I want to know, were those planes real?
Wow, you thought about this, huh?
Yeah.
I just wanted to find some buried treasure.
Wow, man. Dang.
Oh, dig it up. National treasure, man.
That's a good question, man. If time travel were real, when would you travel back to?
Tang Dynasty, China. Without a doubt.
What about the dinosaurs?
Why the heck would I want to travel back to the dinosaurs and get killed? Have you seen Jurassic Park?
I want to see
Did that go well for people?
Why in the Tang Dynasty? Why not the Ming? Why not the
Because
other
the Tang Dynasty was the most glorious dynasty in Chinese history. It was also the most peaceful.
Okay.
And also, like, the clothing is the coolest. And also, martial arts are the cutest. So I think I will have a very good time living there. And also, people are really nice. Their morals are high.
Right.
Everyone's all, like, friendly. No one locks their doors because there's no crime.
Right.
I want to live over there.
All right, assuming I could travel back to now, I still stick by my plan. I want to go to like prehistoric times and just see what the deal was.
As soon as you travel to the prehistoric time, a T-Rex is gonna just like bite your head off. You're not coming back.
That's not necessarily true. I will go there equipped with like.
Are you gonna walk around?
I
You cannot walk around. Butterfly effect, man. You not seen that movie? Pay attention.
All right.
All right, guys. That's it for this episode of Double Chen Show.
Oh, post your questions, and guys, if you we wanna read stuff from you guys. We wanna eventually, answer questions you ask us, talk about topics you want us to talk about. Hey, even shoot us truth or dare stuff.
And any articles you feel like we should be commenting on, to let us know. All right, guys, so we're coming at you many more times now every single week. Hopefully you can take all this craziness. Thanks so much. See you later.
Peace.